Welcome to the Batcast.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I'll get drive-through.
This is why Superman works alone.
Murder me!
Martha, why did you say that name? Vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman!
Hello, true believers. I do that every time. It's terrible. It's terrible. Of course, that intro from Luke is true. I am Jake Williams. He is Luke Moyer. This is the Batcast, our podcast where we talk about everything Batman and, you know, a broader stroke, maybe a little bit more with DC and other superheroes. So let's get it out of the way. This is the Suicide Squad review, completely spoiler filled. So if you haven't seen the movie,
well, first off, I just want to know what you thought about it. Just give it
spoiler
an
free
overall feel of what you felt.
I thought it was. I enjoyed the movie. I actually liked it a lot. I don't understand why other people didn't like it. I would love to get people on here to have a discussion about it. The people that didn't like it, we could sit down and chat with them.
Because I loved it.
I
thought it was
talk
awesome.
about that. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it a lot, but I didn't love it. I felt like it was paced well. I think it was relatively quick in its pacing, a lot faster than PBS was. Overall, I liked it a lot. I think it was fun, and I really don't understand the criticisms behind the movie. And I'm not going to say it's because it's a DC movie. I'm not going to get into any of that or throw any of those accusations around. I just think people need to just... Here's how I feel about it. People need to just chill the fuck out and enjoy the movie. And enjoy the fact that if you're going to complain that it's too comic booky, then don't complain when a movie isn't enough like a comic book. You know what I'm saying? There's no pleasing anybody anymore because it's the internet and this is how things work. But anyway, just... That's my opinions. You loved it. Is there anything else you want to say? I
loved it.
Before we jump right in?
I'm just gonna say that it was very fluid. Like it just ran. Like it just kept going.
A lot of people thought it was a mess.
Almost nonstop action for the most part. I understood it. I wasn't lost at all. I had a few problems with it, but not so much as the people that are giving it like negative ratings.
Well, let's jump into it. That's it. That's your warning. So to the two people that are watching this, go watch the movie if you haven't already. Then come back and talk to us now. Full spoilers coming at you right now. All right. First of all, let's just get it out of the way. Enchantress is the villain, and she kind of sucked.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing I think that I had the biggest problem with, is because I feel more towards the side of I want it to be more realistic and realism. I know that with a lot of the characters, it's gonna be hard to do a believable, realistic character, but I think that's what DC started to do well, was to give you these characters that are obviously fucking like comic books. They're obviously impossible to happen, and then they kind of make it seem like it's a possibility.
Well, yeah, and the whole idea was if Superman were in our world, how we react, and like trying to make it a little bit more grounded in a reaction to that. Still have all this crazy comic booky shit, but still have people like, whoa, what are we gonna do? This is the world we live in now. Kind of. I mean,
they were very ambitious with the whole magic introduction. I think if they would have left that out, it would have been okay.
Which is really annoying which isn't annoying. It's just funny because we had this conversation in the car. I think they really botched how to bring magic into the world. Bringing magic into the world is fine, and I'm okay with that. But this is again, this is the problem in general, I think, with these DC movies, and I think that's where they get a lot of criticism, is I don't feel like they flesh out enough of their ideas. I don't think they take the time to explain them to people. And it's cool to guys like us who read the comic books, who care about this stuff, who've done the homework, and we know, it's okay for us. But if you're going to release and make this a wide release and have this movie as big as it is, I feel like you really should explain this stuff at least a little bit.
And I think they did.
A quick montage could explain.
I'm not saying they explained it. I'm saying that when they introduced the Enchantress, that was fine. I enjoyed the introduction, how she came. But then when they was like, hey, she's the villain, and all this bad shit's gonna fucking happen because she's here and she's fucking mystical and shit, and we're gonna resurrect her brother and have all this fucking futuristic transformer eating fucking shit with my arms thing. That's when it fell off for me.
I don't, but I at all. It's just like,
I'm not.
It's a witch. That's weird.
Yeah,
it's a witch. She has these powers. I have her heart, so I can control her. It wasn't. They sort of explained it, but you could still get kind of lost in the shuffle. I don't know. Look, the way they start this movie, I think, was great. I love the way that they introduced every single character in the squad.
And they brought
Batfleck in. It is very much. Yeah. It is very much like a comic book in its delivery. It's like, here's a panel of who this guy is. Here's him interacting with Batman, and then
here's a little bit of
also,
backstory.
The use of Batman in this movie was exactly what I wanted, which I thought we were going to get with Wonder Woman and BVS, but we didn't, which I'm okay with because Wonder Woman's a badass. But how they use Batman in this movie, I think, was really well.
And then I look over at you and I was like, dude, what if they did this with when Captain Boomerang and the Flash,
and then Flash shows up to attack Boomerang. Again, cool. They used that all well. That was an interesting, cool way to keep the world tied together and keep the universe tied together. I liked it. I think they did it the right way. I also like the reference to Superman. Spoilers for BVS. Superman's death. And all that stuff, and then the shirt that had the symbol, and then it said "Remember" on the back. I would totally buy one of those shirts.
That'd be cool.
I really want one. I thought that was all cool.
My sister texted me and was like, "Is this supposed to be a continuation of Batman vs Superman?" And I was like,
"Duh, it's in the same universe."
Yeah.
I think I lost my train of thought for a second. I also like how I apologize. I'll talk about the music in a minute. I like how every introduction of the character had a different song attached to it.
I love
the
different things. Soundtrack. So good.
I don't want to be that guy, but people are going to say this because it's the 21st century and everybody has to nitpick everything. I think it was kind of hilarious that Black Skinhead was playing when Deadshot is just showing him what he can do. They're putting a Kanye West song in the... it worked. It was effective in the scene. I just thought it was funny.
And wasn't it when they were getting ready... It was the real Slim Shady.
It's without me, the popular Eminem track.
It's like,
okay,
it was just like a random song, but it fit. I liked it.
See, that's probably one of my biggest critiques of the movie, which is funny. I feel like they relied way too much on licensed music, and it was effective at times. But then, the thing with the Eminem song, when it kicked in, you liked it, I was just like, why? Why does this need to be here? Why can't we just have a regular score? Whatever. I
feel like,
I think it makes sense in their style. It makes sense in the world.
I was gonna say, with that, it's kind of the same thing of if Wonder Woman gets her own theme song of a, then why not just give everybody else a licensed song, and then Batman, can just get AC/DC's Back in Black, and then everything's good.
No,
but I'm just saying, Batman gets the dark, orchestral, symphonic, whatever. I don't even know how to say what the words I'm trying to say, but gets that thing of what we're used to with Nolan's fucking trilogy, and even with Keaton and Tim Burton. Whenever he's on screen, you kind of hear that intense, lyricless, just musical shit, and I feel like with him that works, but if you're gonna get fucking Will Smith in there and all these other guys with attitudes, music kind of helps show that a little bit better than a fucking guitar riff.
Yeah. Again, I think it worked effectively with the character introductions, and I think certain times it works effectively in the movie. But I just feel like sometimes it was like a little much. So let's talk more about it. I think what's interesting, and I understand why they would do it, because when they first announced Suicide Squad, when they named off the characters that are in the squad, you have really one big name. Deadshot's a big name to guys like us, but Deadshot's not really a household name. Harley Quinn is a household name. Everybody knows about her. But like going in, I was thinking those are only and they got Will Smith and Margot Robbie and then Jared Leto to be the Joker. And I'm thinking in my head, it's like, are they really gonna just make Will Smith the star of this and Margot Robbie the star of this and just have the other guys in there? They did that. I think they did. They had their moments.
But they did have their moments. They did do things, but at the same time, it's like these are the big names. This is who we want to see, and they were pleasing the critics.
You're selling it but you're selling it as an ensemble movie, and it is an ensemble movie. Two of those characters carry all the weight of backstory because anybody else is just like a brief explanation, but Deadshot has flashbacks and has the daughter stuff. Harley has the Joker flashbacks, which I understand. Again, I understand why they exist because they're the big names that you got. You're going to want to develop Harley more because she's huge and you want her because her fan base and following is huge, so you want more of her. And you want an excuse to put Joker on screen, put your Joker there and develop him. That makes sense, but I just feel like it hurts the other characters.
Understandable, but the way that they wrote some of the characters, like specifically Captain Boomerang.
Also, I loved him.
He was just there for the comic relief. He basically wasn't there to do anything except for sit back, drink a couple beers, and be like, Aussie accent, fucking shit.
I like that. That's fine. Killer Croc doesn't say much. That is okay. Those are okay. But Diablo.
Being the
here's how I feel
cholo that's like scared to do anything.
Here's parts of the movie. Again, I enjoyed this movie. I liked this movie. I still don't understand why people hate it so much. It doesn't come without its flaws. This movie, keep in mind when you go in and see this, it is fucking dumb. This movie is dumb at parts. The dialogue can be stupid. And I
think that's what makes it work is because it's a comic book movie. And comic books have shitty dialogue.
But that's fine. But when the movie tries to make something emotional and tug at your heartstrings, when it like Diablo has that backstory about killing his family when he was just angry, he killed his family, he didn't mean to do his accident, whatever. That was okay. That was effective. That bar scene was great for all those characters. That bar scene was great. But then the whole thing where he just says, they're my people, I've already lost one family, I'm not losing another one. It's not earned. It is not earned in this movie for him to say that because it's like, I shared that story about how I murdered my family, which is a horrible story, but
they feel sorry for me. So
now we're family.
So now we're buddies.
It's like, that's bullshit. And again, it's a comic book movie, so you're going to have those cheesy lines and those cheesy things.
And I do love that it felt like a comic book. I love that it was super campy. It was super just batshit crazy. And it made me like feel like a child. And I don't get that so much when I'm seeing a movie. I got that
definitely don't get that with BBS.
Which is so sad. But when I watched Avengers for the first time, I felt like a fucking 5-year-old, like little kid fucking reenacting shit in the parking lot and all that stuff. Then this movie made me feel that way again. I didn't reenact a bunch of shit in the parking lot because the guy I saw it with didn't like it as much as I did. But I did feel like a child. I was smiling the whole time in the fucking movie. I was seeing all these little nods, these little things of like classic costumes and all when they first shit like that.
When they first introduced Harley and she's dancing with the Joker and it's the animated series original costume. That was awesome.
So cool.
That was great. And the Flash stuff, that was fucking cool. Like when he gets Captain Boomerang, when you literally said right before it happened, what if Flash shows up? He does. And then the alley scene with Batman and Deadshot was cool, and how he saved Harley after that,
And even as she's fucking drowning and about to die, she's still fucking trying to kill him.
And then he just knocked her out. Punched her in the face.
Yeah.
Again, This is just a funny situation where I've never seen such a conflicted, and this is DC movies. This is their problem, I guess. We're so conflicted amongst each other, and we both liked the movie. Like, I didn't hate this movie. You loved it.
I loved it.
You thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was great. I have one or two little flaws, especially like the magic. I mean, I didn't like it as it started, but as it went on, it made more sense as it went on. It was still weird, real stupid, but the rest of the movie wouldn't make sense, I guess.
And another thing that I feel was kind of weird is... And it's not... Look, I think David Ayer did a great job with what he had. I don't think it's a bad movie. I like it, and I know... And, you know, I usually say, if I have to say something that I like it this much, that means I don't. I do. I don't... The problem is DC, I feel like, got a little too much of their own hands into this. And in terms of... I feel like this movie was really rushed. Especially because it feels like it jumps from the first act to the third act. And, like... Because they just... Okay, so she brings in Incubus, and then all of a sudden, the whole city goes to shit, and then after we do all this stuff from meeting them up and trying to organize the team, boom, they're in that city, and it's go time. And there's in-between stuff. Like, it's not all one big fight.
I'm just going to put this out there. If in retrospect, they are like these entities, and they're not actually like... physical beings. So Incubus is going to go up to Enchantress and be like, you know, I should have been the one to take the wheel and drive.
What? Incubus. And Slipknot's in this movie for like a second just to blow his head off.
That was so cool. I love the fact that they brought this extra character in just to be like, hey,
well,
if you do try to escape, you're going to...
Well, when I see she was pitching the idea to the government, and then like you see there's 6 pictures, and I'm like, who the fuck's the guy at the end? Because you see everybody else.
No, I know. I was like,
wait, who's that guy?
I knew Slipknot was in it. I just didn't know that
they would kill him so fast.
They would just kill him so fast.
Literally, I don't
because I sat there before when they were like introducing all the characters, and then everything started happening, and we didn't get his like backstory. I was like, why didn't we get that? And then just fucking
that was fishy to me too, because I was like, what? And then
just
boom, he's dead.
Boom.
I also have a problem with how they did Katana. In a sense, okay, you know what? Katana wasn't horrible, but I think it was funny how they
just worshipped the sword pretty much.
That has a sword, but I just think it's hilarious how she just showed up. Like she just
there was no backstory.
You're late. Come on in.
Yeah, I get that. Like they didn't they should have like introduced Rick Flag and Katana at the same time. Be like, these are the guys you're gonna be working with. Yeah, and instead of it just being like, hey, Rick Flag. Oh yeah, Katana. She's in Japan right now. Fucking sorry.
Who plays Amanda Waller in this movie? I think it's
the girl from How to Get Away with Murder.
Either way,
the main lady.
She does a great job in this movie. Amanda Waller is a total bitch in this movie.
She's an actress.
She nailed
that
it.
Plays the bitch very, very well. And
especially the end.
I hate Amanda Waller's character.
Especially the end.
She did very well.
Or all the shit that she goes through and all the shit they go through to save her, she still puts them back to prison.
And she's still like,
I'm gonna still blow your heads off.
I mean,
and Will Smith
calls her fucking out on it.
Being Will Smith, how are you not dead?
And another one of the comments I love of classic Will Smith is as she's fucking wasting the FBI agents in the fucking tower, he just goes, "Oh, that's gangster." Like walks away.
They're halfway through this movie, and this is what people bang on and everything. It's like people that hated this movie, they will admit Margot Robbie and Will Smith are the 2 best things about this movie. Deadshot and Harley Quinn are done really well in this movie, and they are. And I think, and halfway through this movie, I leaned over to you and I said, I really missed Will Smith. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's doing this because he was a very likable character in this.
He's one of those characters where he's not a bad guy. He just does bad things.
Well, he kills people. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he's.
Well, that's kind
he's trying to do it.
That's
to get the money.
That's what makes it interesting. That's kind of the thing with Deadshot.
And you feel emotional because he's pretty much just doing it so he can get his daughter back. Because was it Darnell, his ex-wife's boyfriend, is like a douche, and all this shit's always happening with her mom, and he just wants to take her.
So
nothing bad happens anymore.
Okay. I know we're jumping around. That's what we do here. I do love the scene where Amanda Waller tells him to shoot Harley and he doesn't, and he goes, "I missed." Like that was cool. I like
And
that.
it's funny because
But I don't understand it.
he's the man who never misses.
I don't understand it. Why he wouldn't just kill her? I mean, he doesn't have any real emotional attachment to her. But
I think it's
a pride thing. Like,
it's
why
a
would I?
thing
Why
like
would I
being
do
like, "Hey,
this,
bitch? You know,
Why would I do this for you? Plus, he's probably sure that he won't be set free and get to see his daughter again. Like, he's not stupid.
Yeah.
So we've tiptoed around it enough. What did you think of Jared Leto's Joker?
I enjoyed Jared Leto's Joker. Like you said, we really didn't get enough to know exactly which way they're going with it.
Trailers are very misleading.
I feel like he's got like a little bit of every Joker we've already seen kind of thrown into one.
Yeah.
And they kind of like combined it and made it everything and nothing at the same time. I like his laugh, the way that he's been laughing, because I feel like it's painful for him. Like it hurts when he laughs because he's getting hurt. He's getting beat. He's being super depressed and emotional. Like when he finds out that they got Harley, blah, 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 in the flashback or whatever, and they tell him, and he's sitting in the big like spiral of knives and stuff, and he's like laying there, and he's like, ah. It almost sounds like he's crying, but it's a laugh. Like I like how that feels.
Call me crazy, but I want a cackling Joker. You know, but anyway.
Right.
It's funny because you asked me my opinion, and my opinion was I didn't even answer. I just kept going. I don't know. I really don't, and I still don't.
And I was on board with it. I was on board with Jared Leto's cast. I didn't like the way that they
He doesn't look right.
drew him. Like he
doesn't look right at all.
Costumed him. If he didn't have the grill and he didn't have all the tattoos, mainly the face tattoos, I'd be okay with it.
The grill really.
But the grill and
oh my gosh, and I
that's like the main problem I have with it, because everything else I love. I think it's creepy. It's a new version. I feel like, especially like the scene when he's dancing with Harley in the classic look. I thought that was just like super awesome.
I don't like it was a crime boss though. I don't like. I understand it's a different take, and it's.
I think that
I don't like it was a crime boss, and then at the end of the movie, he fucking builds a SWAT team. Like, come on, I don't know.
Well, I think it's.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard. For me to get behind
it's because he's a crime boss, but like in the sense that he is the clown prince of crime. So he kind of owns the crime scene.
It's kind of like the idea of the video games, where it's like he controls his faction, Two-Face has his little group of bad guys, whatever.
Like he owns a good chunk of crime, and like he's always hiring his people, and he's basically just like paying these guys and having them do all this shit for him. And the part at the end when he's in the SWAT gear, it's like, well, he took down a fucking, army tank, hijacked that shit, and then. I feel like that's
he hijacks a helicopter.
And I feel like that was the nod of them in the SWAT gears. Like, that's how we got that shit, and that's how we got access to the prison, and that's how we got you out.
You want to know my biggest issue with this movie? My biggest gripe with this movie? There's no fucking subtlety. There's no subtlety in this movie at all. It's so on the nose, and that's probably why I don't like the Jokers. This interpretation of the Joker. There's nothing to be left to the imagination. He's covered in a tattoo, has damage on his forehead. He's got fucking. Oh my god, his tattoos are what drive me over the board. I can.
Some of the tattoos I was okay with, like the big like jester Joker on his shoulder, or the ha ha ha's. But when he's like
the hands, the mouth on him, that's my biggest drawback of this. And then the fucking. Part where Deadshot is shooting this bomb to kill Enchantress because they took her heart out so they can control her now. But he's trying to shoot it, and it has love and hate on the chamber. And he sees this thing of his daughter, and it's like, "Daddy, don't do this. Save me." When it's actually he knows his Enchantress.
I'm doing it for love.
And he's shooting, clearly signifying it's love. But just in case you don't get it, it says love on the like. Don't insult my intelligence. That's all I'm saying.
And I think one of the things with this movie, and you might not like the fact that I'm going to say this, but like, you're not supposed to think about it. Like,
true.
The stuff that we're nitpicking, stuff that we have problems with, stuff that we keep saying is stupid, it's dumb. We're not supposed to like think about it. We're not supposed to dwell on
Very
it.
true.
We're just supposed to take it, accept it for what it is, and it's just supposed to be there.
And it's this may sound like a doc on this movie, but it's really not.
Just admit it. You fucking hated it.
To be a point,
You hated it.
No, to a point to what you said was when you do turn off your brain and you do let yourself say, "Hey, I'm gonna have fun with this movie. I'm not gonna worry about what critics said. I'm not gonna worry about I'm not gonna think about BBS. I'm not gonna think about any of that stuff." And when you do that, it is fun. It is a good movie. It has its flaws. Every movie has its flaws. Oh, yeah. Every movie has. You can nitpick you could fucking nitpick The Godfather. You can nitpick Citizen Kane. You can nitpick anything. I just think there are some choices, much like Batman v Superman, that I feel like they could have. Like the scene. Okay, there's a scene in a flashback where Harley jumps into this vat of chemicals.
I really like this one, by the way.
Very similar to what Joker does, or how Joker lands in chemicals in comic books. She dives in to prove that she's going full crazy. She loves this guy. She's gonna do it. That would have been fine. But the problem I have with this scene was when Joker jumps into the vat, it's in slow motion. Which, if there wasn't a shit ton of slow motion in this movie, granted,
I enjoyed the slow motion too.
I did not know about the slow motion at the end at that point because I was watching the movie, so I didn't know that there was going to be more of this slow-mo, and I think that's why I ultimately really didn't like it as much, because he does the slow-mo and this weird fucking songs in the background, and like the scene itself is cool because his clothes are ripping off. And,
yeah, because like,
it's colorful.
Because like when she dives in, she just falls she falls backwards and goes into the vat, and then he's just like,
I guess I'll do it.
Oh shit! I mean, I guess I'll just dive in with her, and then they do like a weird like sexy hot tub scene, and like their clothes are melting because of the chemicals and all this shit's happening. So you can see like the colorfulness of that, and then they start making out because he's like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you now because you obviously love me because you're crazy enough to do this shit.
Give me the clown dick.
And then they start making out, and then
so
maniacal laugh of
quick fire stuff. More onto it. Again, I know it's going to come off super negative on how my opinion of this movie is compared to yours. It's very negative, but I enjoyed the movie a lot. I think it's I don't think it deserves the hate it's getting. A lot of people think it's a mess, and a lot of people hate it. I can understand if you could feel that way. If there's a way to do a special episode where we can get some of our friends that didn't like it and talk to them about it, because I'd love to hear their opinions of it. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a big of a mess as people say it is.
I mean, I don't see. I mean, I guess I can see where people hated it. I feel like the one of the things is that it's got the Joker in it, so everybody's like, oh, we're gonna hate this movie because we already saw the best Joker we've ever seen, and Heath Ledger did the best job you could ever do. So why try to remake that? And this is gonna be a shitty movie, so I don't even care about actually watching the movie because it's shit. And then there's the people that are just like, it's too comic book, it's too fun, it's too and I'm like, it's a comic book movie. That's what you have to expect. It's gonna be campy. It's gonna be fun.
I don't know if people should be bringing kids to DC movies.
Definitely not.
Because
especially with all the gratuitous ass shots.
We were sitting close to some kids, and I was feeling really awkward because they say shit a lot in this movie. They swear a lot in this movie.
Did they drop a couple F-bombs?
They said fuck in that song, but I don't think they said fuck in general. But like Harley Quinn especially, not just the ass shots, but like tons of sexual innuendos and stuff like that. So
she's very objectified. And I don't really...
That's the character, bro.
I don't really care because I love it.
I think Will Smith was great. I think Margot Robbie was great. Jared Leto, again, I don't really have an opinion of his Joker.
I like it.
I had to see more of it to give a full opinion of it.
I like it so far. I enjoy it so far. I don't have an exact like actual rating on it, but I enjoyed it. I liked it for what this movie was. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm gonna pick it up on Blu-ray mostly because I want to see if there really is as much Joker footage as Jared Leto claims there is, because I would love to see the deleted scenes and how they would do that. I really hope they don't release a director's cut of Suicide Squad, mostly because I don't want DC to play this game where they trick people into buying their movie twice. Yeah.
Batman v Superman, and I don't understand. I could see why they would with
They should
Suicide
have
Squad
released it,
because
though.
they're trying to appeal to critics again and be like, "Hey, stop hating our movies." But like, I don't know.
But BVS, they should have just released the 3 hours. It's the two biggest names in heroic history. You gotta know that people are gonna go see 3 hours worth of movie.
Yeah.
Fucking, if Lord of the Rings can do it 6 times, like that franchise can do it 6 times with a 3 hour plus movie, you can expect that these two guys can make enough money on a 3 hour movie.
Okay. So, we didn't talk about it as much as I thought we would. We just got done watching it. But I think we kind of talked about the main stuff that we could. Diablo was weird.
I like Diablo's character. It's just
how
that
he turned
they
into the giant skeleton thing.
they went a little bit too far at the end.
And
like
no explanation. He's
Yeah.
fucking skeleton fire god. Like
well,
no
I think
explanation.
because Enchantress
And he
says
speaks their language.
makes the comment of
Metahumans chained everything. And
how are you not immune? How did you know or something? And he goes, or she says, how are you able to see? And he goes, I've been able to see since birth or since I was alive. And
which is fine if he's one of those gods. Yeah. But they don't fucking mention it before
they don't
that.
explain it.
They just say he's a dude that has fire powers.
All they say is that his powers, he didn't get them from God. He got it from somewhere else. And
okay, but that doesn't fucking...
I know. I'm just saying, it's hinted, it's implied, but at the same time, it's like I would have liked to have known
that
little backstory.
That was really
like,
and the slow mo.
maybe he's a fucking another one of the relatives.
The slow mo was fine. It was kind of like this movie is very campy at the end. Like the third act is very campy, and I'm okay with it. The overdramatic slow mo, I joked about it, but I didn't hate it. I thought it served its purpose. But like the Diablo thing was literally I literally sat there and was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna catch on fire and he was just gonna be like Human Torch style.
No, it was this
but he turned into this Indian
skeleton
fucking
Aztec
thing,
and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, that's another thing where it's like a couple line of dialogue goes along. A couple line of dialogue can go a long way, and it's just I don't know. Suicide Squad. My official rating of Suicide Squad would be 3 bats out of 5. Good movie. Okay, I'll go 3.5. Good. I enjoyed the movie. I had fun with it. It was a summer popcorn flick. I had a good time with it. It does have its flaws and it can explain things better, but I don't hate it. I don't think it's a mess. I'm definitely gonna pick it up on Blu-ray. I had a good time with it.
I would rate it pretty close to a 5. I'm going to go about 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Just because I loved it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I felt like a child.
Now I really look like I fucking hate this movie.
Yeah, you do.
You scaled the whole grade
extra bat
higher than me.
I liked it because I think the music fit well.
It's your
I
opinion,
think the
man.
characters fit well. I was skeptical of Will Smith because I just figured, it's going to be Will Smith being Will Smith. It was Will Smith being Will Smith.
But it's
it was Will
awesome
Smith
because you
being-
haven't seen it.
But it was also Will Smith being Deadshot. And it wasn't just, Will Smith being that guy. It was him being... It was the character as Will Smith. Yeah. And it worked for me. I think the casting was on point. Like I think everything with Batman and then the Flash was cool. I fucking hated Amanda Waller, and this movie made me hate her even more, which I fucking loved. And I think everything just fit well. It meshed good. The magic is the only thing that I had a problem with.
You already knew about that.
Yeah, I think what that's supposed to mean is
deleting the
he's
files,
wanting her to delete all the files that she has on him, so that he can keep them secret.
Protection, so he's saying Suicide Squad people aren't going to touch you as long as you give me the information beyond those guys and just shred it and be like, fucking Justice League is not a government thing. We're our own thing. We're not dealing with you. So maybe that's what's going on.
And I want you to give me government funding to build a giant ass fucking satellite in the sky.
Or we'll just get a fucking guy from Mars to do it for us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which I think
out of 5
we'll probably talk about this if they ever introduce Martian Manhunter. Is just like how much shit they give this guy fucking stay in space. Stay in this fucking tower. Don't do anything. Fucking stay there. You're just whatever.
Martian lives matter.
Martian lives matter.
All right. So
Anyway,
3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5 bats
4 out of 5
from Jake, 4.5 from Luke. Again, Suicide Squad. What did you think about it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? If you want to, if we know you, I'm just kidding. Comment below, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at @alumberjake. You better put all that shit up there the way you're doing that when you edit this. Follow me on Twitter at @alumberjake. He is at Lucas Moyer on Twitter. Follow our channel at 402 Films, and of course,
this was the Batcast.
Same bat time, same bat channel, bitch.